Hello and welcome to a video I should have uploaded 2 years ago because the date for this is actually 2023. And this is when my friend from Australia came to visit. Well, he did visit America, he and his wife. But they in particular came to Orlando, Florida, and so we met up and I was gifted a lot of goodies. I actually say me, but I really mean my entire family because he didn't leave anyone out. As you can see and tell that we were gifted a lot of Australian sweets. Now we are familiar with Cadbury here in America, but there are definitely different options in Australia versus America, vice versa basically. And there's Vegemite. He actually had a huge jar of Vegemite for me, plus a huge thing of honey. But unfortunately that was confiscated at the airport here in America. But he has sent those via the mail before, so we actually have had Australian honey plus a huge jar of Vegemite. Now let me tell you something about the Violent Crumble bar. If you haven't tried it yet, I actually suggest that you get to your nearest Five Below and go search and see if they have it, because I actually recently found out from a suggested reel that Five Below is carrying this quote-unquote viral candy bar, and not a lot of people seem to really know much about it other than just talking about how it's got this crunch and this taste, and it's one of those things you have to try. Well, we tried it, 2 years ago when we were gifted this, and yes, I can confirm this is amazing. The crunch is definitely something different. It's got a really unique taste to it. It's definitely worth it, and it ended up being one of our favorites. So if you can, I suggest you try it from Five Below. I cannot say enough nice things about the Two Jerks beef jerky because, in all honesty, this is actually his company. He sells beef jerky over in Australia, and it looks different. It's so much different versus America beef jerky. And even when he and his wife tried the beef jerky out here, they said, oh, it's like really chewy and rubbery. And I have to agree. Like, honestly, after having this beef jerky from Australia, I'm not really satisfied with American beef jerky anymore. Maybe someone else local, but anything in stores is just kind of garbage to me now, honestly. This may look like super dry and hard or whatever texture to you personally, but I cannot say enough how this, like, as soon as you put it in your mouth, it's literally like melts in your mouth and it is like infused somehow with like juices. It was really it's really amazing. Like, I really don't want any other beef jerky other than Australian beef jerky. Back on the chocolate and some kid treats. Honestly, I know I've seen so many food review videos, and I feel like maybe if my youngest was old enough at the time in this video when I took this, because sometimes you can hear it in the background, yeah, I probably would have done a video where it would be like me and the kids actually trying stuff and getting our reactions to it. The cherry ripe, honestly, that ended up being like one of my favorites. Along with the Violent Crumble, cherry ripe and Violent Crumble were my two favorites from getting this pack. The chocolate, all the chocolate stuff is very good. I do like the chocolate taste for, Australian sweets versus, say, like, whatever we have going on here in America. And I will show you the ingredients coming up. Definitely these Bluey snacks, these were so good. And I don't know if really Leia partook in this too much, but this would definitely be something for her. And she would absolutely love this now. But I don't know of any Bluey like snacks that I could find in stores. Like, maybe there are. I just know that I've definitely seen like the Bluey Kix cereal, and to me that's just nothing more than Kix cereal with an artificial blue coloring, and I'm not really trying to promote that. Like, the tiny teddies were obviously very similar to our Teddy Grahams. I did not get any like Teddy Grahams from the store to compare like ingredients versus what was in the bags here. So I honestly couldn't tell you, and unfortunately, because this video is getting a voiceover 2 years later, I cannot tell you or remember like the flavor or the taste of those. Which is definitely why it is so important for me to make sure that I stay on top of things and I get these type of reviews done in the moment. We did unfortunately have some chocolate melting incidents. We are in Florida after all, and so unfortunately not everything came out picture perfect. But naturally, obviously, everything is still going to taste great. And I do remember in the moment, you're going to see me opening up these bars like really quickly. I remember like my entire family was patiently waiting on me to get this like little review done. So I was like, well, even if I don't finish it, which clearly I did not, at least I can get things opened. At least we can get like the taste tests in and we can kind of describe how things were flavor-wise. Obviously, like I said, I know that we had multiple Violent Crumbles, multiple of the red cherry bars, or cherry ripe, I should say. And yeah, those went really quick. Also, he gave us engraved Yeti cups because another side hustle of his is actually engraving Yeti cups. Actually, I think that they do more than just Yeti as well. But yeah, he personalized everyone's cup and it was really nice. As you can see, I love all the designs. Leia got a mixture of Peppa Pig and Bluey. Ezio got like the mixture of like the Fortnite character that he likes and that obviously like he's a gamer, and I got a lot of Bluey and Australia related things like Steve Irwin and just cute designs of like koalas and boomerangs. You can literally hear Leia in the background, which is just my point of saying how young she actually was. And then, of course, I think Ezio is also screaming in the background, and that's actually normal because he's on a video game. And okay, so this is the Milky Way 2 bar, and I wanted to get a back list of like the ingredients and stuff. Obviously you see that it says no artificial colors or flavors. Maybe you could somewhat compare this to like an American Milky Way. However, like I said, this said Milky Way 2. We don't have that here in America. Naturally, obviously you can see it's actually produced in a factory, not here in America. So we really don't have this particular bar, and yes, I do see the best before date. As I said, this video comes from 2023. I did want to get the ingredients list as well off of the Furry Friends treats. I don't believe I actually did, and I'm a little disappointed now that I didn't get the ingredients list off of the Cherry Ripe bar, because as I said, that ended up literally being one of my favorites. I have yet to see that in a Five Below or anywhere. And that was like a coconut mixture flavoring, and I really loved that. This is the Vegemite. Now, not everyone agrees and really likes this, but I actually don't mind it. It's really good. The trick is to spread it thin on your toast. Like a lot of people want to like glob it on. Do not do that, and then you might actually appreciate it as well. Okay, I am basically going to try to do a really quick recap of these sweets and treats. So the Violent Crumble, I would best describe it as having like a toffee flavor to it, like a slight hint of a toffee flavor. The Cherry Ripe reminds me of an Almond Joy filling, but of course with cherry flavor. And then Tim Tams, I've actually seen those in multiple stores like Ross, and we've gotten several huge boxes from Sam's. And I have still yet to do the Tim Tam Slam. So I highly recommend trying that though if you get your hands on those. And I say that because it looked really good online when I looked up how to do it. However, when me and the kids get it, we just end up eating them like regular cookies. We just don't have the patience, I guess. And Vegemite, if I didn't tell you before, it's actually really salty, which is why it's good to layer it very thin on toast. And I promise you it does actually taste good that way. Thank you for tuning in to an Aussie Treats video from 2023, even though we are in 2025. Be sure to stick around and subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more content. I will be getting much better at editing and uploading. And we're not talking just food type of content. That's not actually what this channel solely focuses on. And as a matter of fact, we are more than just games. There's a lot of toy videos, shopping videos, and I'm thinking of even making this more personal of a touch and having a lot of family things and kid related content. So if you are interested in something like that, be sure to comment and let me know that you would actually like to see more personalized touches onto this channel. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.